My name is Diona, and I am so honored to introduce two actresses that we all know and love. Please welcome Thunder Grace, Nafessa Williams, and Chantal Thuy. Oh my gosh. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Lovely.
I was wooing for the wrong scene. And then, yeah.
A couple seconds later, when
2
that
seconds
scene
later,
came up.
I think
We
we're
heard
all,
you.
I think we're all just so pumped to be in your presence. You've had such a huge impact.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for being here.
I think I'm excited that I'm not here alone.
Yeah.
I missed you guys last year.
Oh, well, we are very lucky to have you. And someone just said we missed you.
Yes.
So clearly there was a clamor for you both to be here.
The memo was received, and I don't think it'll happen again.
Okay, great. Well, let's jump into it. I definitely have some questions, and I know these folks are going to have some questions as well. Oh, what happened? Some water?
Was it mine?
No, that's mine.
Oh.
Do we want
I'm
extra
gonna
water
need it.
delivered? Can we get 2 extra bottles of water just in case people get thirsty? Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I see someone doing that.
I have a
I see
terrible
running.
bladder, though.
Thank you. People are making sure y'all are taken care of. I
we
appreciate it.
that. Thank you.
Okay, great. So, congratulations on the show.
Thank you.
Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 stepped it up to a whole nother level.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that support.
Yes. So tell me what changed for you guys between seasons 1 and seasons 2?
For our characters in particular
Yes.
together?
Yes.
I would say for my character, it was about realizing that Grace is the one and that love is very necessary on this superhero journey. And to have soul food like this, you know, somebody who really understands without understanding who I am, because she doesn't fully know yet, but she accepts me for who accepts Thunder for who she is, rather. And I think it's just finally realizing that now may be the time for me to be serious in my dating life.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. And what changed for you, Chantal?
Powers. I don't know. Besides that, I think coming into an arc that's very human, that's very, it wasn't perfect starting out. And I think I like that. That, it shows all the flaws and the process of getting to know someone and getting into a relationship and like how messy it can be sometimes.
Yes. But I also noticed that there were changes not just on screen, but there seemed to be a new feel to the show, a new even introduction, the comic book introduction. You guys have a lot of women of color directors like Rose Trochet. How does that affect the voice of Black Lightning?
Well, I think it gives it a feminine touch, and that's very necessary for a show where you have 3 strong Black, 4. I mean, the list can go on. There's so many female, characters on our show who are very strong and who are very fearless and have great leadership qualities about themselves. So to bring, no one can tell the story of females better than a female. So I think it's very important when selecting who is writing and directing and telling the stories from a female perspective. So it's very important, and I'm happy that we continue to bring in female directors. And I just learned, you guys will figure it out soon, but I just found out about another female director who's coming in who I'm super, super excited about. But it gives it that authentic female touch, and I think is necessary when telling the story.
I think so as well.
And it's really nice, it's really nice to have also a female AD team. First AD, second AD being females, and like a lot of the women are running, the show behind the scenes on set, which is really like a nice energy to have.
That's amazing. That's really great. I'm envious. You also both have a lot of stunt work in the show, which hopefully leads to a lot of stunt people of color. How has it been sort of working on the stunt aspect of the show?
It's a lot on the body, but I love working out. I've always been pretty athletic throughout my life, and it keeps me on my toes. It's like dance. It's like learning a dance routine, which I've always been very interested in since I was a kid. Takes a lot of hard work, and we have great stunt doubles who help us execute the job and get it done. But it's really great. I'm like a kid when it comes to learning new choreography and learning my new stunts. And if there's something new that I'm learning that week, it's just really, really exciting. And adds a different touch. Like I'm not just going to work, reading lines. It's very active.
A workout.
It's a workout. When y'all see me in this costume, I want y'all to understand I'm sweating bullets. Thank God my hair is natural when I'm fighting because it'd be sweat out. Yeah. It would be so sweated out, but it's fun. It really is, and again, it keeps. I believe that the more we work out and the more active we are, we maintain a healthier body. We fight off a lot of germs. So yeah, I'm here for the athletic side of it and the active side.
I love it, and I truly understand what you mean about sweating out. I was so excited to meet them both. I definitely sweat out. Like this was straight this morning. But now it's
I'm still waiting for my workout.
Oh, yes. So let's actually ask that question. When are we going to get to see some powers from Grace?
I think it's coming, but I wanted to tell one funny thing about last season was that we had my first stunt double was Diona, and her boyfriend was actually the guy who did stunts for this last season. So we have a running joke that they were both my stunt doubles. Pretty awesome.
That's great. It's a family affair, keeping it together. I like that. So I'm going to start to ask the questions that I think the fans all want to hear. Now, after watching that second to last episode, I am racked with one question. When I look at that scene and I see you kind of like going through Grace's apartment and you're
creepy, right?
No.
Creepy.
Not creepy when Thunder does it. I feel like it's sweet.
True.
But where I wonder to myself, I was like, how can Grace leave that beautiful apartment? I mean, that was some prime real estate right there.
Left my art, left my clothes.
Left a good dresser.
It's a damn good apartment, right?
It's spacious.
It gets my posters though.
Is Friedland just
very eclectic
comics
and unique?
Yes. Is Friedland just overrun with good real estate? Is that what happened?
I mean, I would live there.
No, it's a fly apartment.
Okay, but now the real question is, where is Grace?
Wow. Where are you, Grace?
Where is
I'm tired of crying.
Right here.
But the question I really have is, I think we love Thunder Grace so much, and we want a little more Thunder Grace screen time,
Yeah,
right?
we've been hearing that, and I think it's just really beautiful to see how we truthfully poured ourselves into these characters. And I always say, as long as you're telling the story from the foundation of love, then you can't go wrong. And when a relationship is messy in the beginning, or wherever you are in the relationship, and when it's human, that's what people connect to. So I think we got to give a lot of credit to the writers and the producers for creating such a beautiful and dynamic relationship between these two characters, and we're having a ball doing it, and we feel the love, we see the tweets, and we see the post, and it makes us even more excited to create more of this relationship.
Yeah, and I think like any good things, things take time with the relationship or with the show to develop the characters, and I'm as far as I know with the producers and the showrunners, like they listen to you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, they hear it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I think people have done a great job on social media of reaching out because, as you said, the writers have crafted a story and you guys have really filled in that story. But I am curious, there's a couple moments that we don't see, like we don't see the moments of Thunder getting the key, for example, to Grace's apartment. So I'd like to know, because that was a big deal for me. I got good stuff in my apartment. So... when I did it, it took a while. I didn't, just kind of U-Haul like the stereotype says.
Wow.
So I'm curious to know if there were moments that you guys could show on screen. Are there any Thunder Grace moments that you guys would like to fill out on screen?
Well, I like the whole moment with the keys and all of that aspect because it's like, yeah, it is a huge moment to have off screen. But I think the way that I work is through my imagination. So all of those things is created for me. And I also feel like there's things like things that we know about each other. You know, like, oh, you like greasy fries and you like hamburgers and you like milkshake, chocolate on chocolate. That's Nafessa's thing, right? Nafessa likes chocolate. If no one
I like everything chocolate. I do. If I could have chocolate every day of my life, preferably like after dinner, that make me really happy. Yeah.
But if your question was what I would personally like to see on screen,
it is
those little things that make a relationship unique. The little things we know about someone that we've been with for 6, 8, 9 months.
Yeah.
That no one else would know about them.
Yeah.
Great. And is there anything you'd like to see?
I like to see the truth of where Grace is.
You went way deeper. I'm like, what's your food preference?
No, I like to, I mean, obviously we know that Grace has powers, and I like to see how that would unfold with us both knowing and understanding that about each other, and how we could join each other in that journey. I think.
Wait, that too for me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
See, I went deep, but it was good. So yeah, I think I'm just excited to see fully her powers and understanding what they are in teaming up.
That's great. I actually have a question about that. Who do you think would win in a fight between the two of you? Ooh. Asking the hard-hitting question.
Well, I think right now I am still working through my power issues.
She's got to get her game up. She don't want it with me.
So I think I need to go through, you know, a little.
I could train you, boo.
I need boot camp. I need power boot camp training.
I think that is a moment we would all love to see on screen, right?
Wow.
Yeah. You guys have even sitting here, you have such a wonderful ease with each other. And I think that really translates to screen very well, too.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what the fans fell in love with, and why the relationship on screen has been successful. I think chemistry is a great foundation to an on-screen relationship. It's what's necessary, honestly. And you don't always get it with everybody. So when you do, you got to be really grateful. It doesn't always hit, just like in real life. You don't click with everyone. So it's a beautiful blessing when that does happen.
Great.
When it's genuine and seamless.
I would love to hear about your personal first meeting as actresses. Where did you guys meet?
On set.
On set.
Was it during filming, or was it kind of a table read?
Wait, the first scene we shot was a bar scene, right?
I think.
When Nafessa
Yes.
was in her cat suit.
Yeah.
You guys remember the cat suit?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you meet before, maybe in hair and makeup, or someone introduces us in our trailer or whatever. But for the most part, where we actually bonded is on set.
Our first scene together was the dancing scene.
The dancing scene. So that was fun. It was a nice way to. Yeah. That was the first scene in the bar. Remember, I had like the little.
Yeah, talk about an icebreaker.
The cat ears and the one piece.
And the nice, cute little bob.
That.
Yes.
Thank you.
What was her name? August.
August.
That was August.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm surprised to hear that, because I remember that scene so clearly, and you guys, it seemed as though you had known each other for ages. I thought it was maybe one of the last things you had shot.
Well, what I remember thinking was like, oh, she's fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the chemistry is created because Nafessa's a really fun, you're a fun, open person.
Thank you. Aww. Thank you.
Aw, true.
She's just being nice because she wants me to train her.
It's true.
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
Do you remember any of your first thoughts of Chantal?
I remember her being just like really bold and ready to, jump in there. It's not easy coming onto a show where, everyone has already been acquainted and you're like the new kid on the block. So to have that courage, and she just stepped right in. And again, it speaks to her personality and it speaks to her character as well, for me to be able to, it takes two, to tango.
It's a great matchup. It is a great matchup. I would like to ask also about one of my favorite moments, which is the Thunder Grace forehead kisses.
Aww.
Look, everybody ships it. It's such a beautiful, intimate moment. Is that something that you guys kind of came up with? Was that a director? Was that in the script?
I think the first scene we did that in was in the hospital, and that was scripted. The forehead, the first forehead kiss was scripted in the script. But we made it our own, guys.
There you go.
We made it meaningful.
You really and truly did. Do we have a nickname for the forehead kisses?
Do you guys have a nickname?
Yeah, we'll let you guys name it. I think we've just been calling it the forehead kiss.
No, do you guys have a nickname for the forehead kiss?
We're open.
Okay, why don't we do this?
I'm sure we'll see it on Twitter.
Yes, exactly.
Really soon.
Why don't we tweet if you have a nickname for the forehead kiss?
Yes.
Hashtag ClexaCon 2019, hashtag forehead kiss. And whatever. I'm not kidding. I want to see what y'all come up with because the fandom is really strong for this show. It is not.
Oh, no, yeah, seriously, it is. It is.
Should have some options then.
Yeah, I'm curious. Tag us, guys. I'm sure you will. I'm sure we'll see it.
Is there anything that you guys can tease for season 3?
You know, I really don't know anything.
Okay.
I don't normally like to get in trouble, but I like to share a little. But I really don't know anything. I don't even think our writers have went back into their mission yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's still yeah. No, I don't know. Still very unclear to me what it's going to be like. I would hope, what I hope for season 3, like I said, I'd like for us to get the truth out there and to team up, as well as with my family too. Now that Jennifer has her powers and she has her suit, and I would like to see the whole family team up. That's just me, but I don't know. And I mean, I'm at a point of where I'm very serious about this relationship with her, so I'm sure. I like to think, I can't say I'm sure, I like to think that we dive a little bit deeper into that. But I really don't know.
Great.
I'm telling the truth too.
Yeah, I don't have any information, but my only hope is I hope I get to meet the family.
Oh.
I tried to introduce you to the family.
That's true, and I ran away.
You ran away.
I ran away. I have no excuses. I ran away. Shit. Sorry. Season 3.
But it's those moments, like the moments of you running away, the moments of you double dutching, that make of you watching her double dutch, that make it such a great show and make it so believable. What did you know?
It was so good.
Yeah. Did you know how to do that before?
Oh, I'm a G when it comes to double dutch. Yeah, I'm really
Anyone
good
have
at
skipping ropes here?
Yeah, I've been jumping double dutch since I was about maybe 4 or 5 years old. Like in Philly, it was like the thing to do. When I was a kid, I thought I would jump double dutch like until today. But I still got it apparently. And when I saw it in the script, I was really, really just that it was nostalgic to see that. And you know, a lot of people can relate, you know, to that fun time in their childhood. So it was really cool to show. I would think I was just showing off for her, showing her my skills.
I like it. Did the writers know that you could double dutch?
Oh, yeah, they knew. There's a picture there's a video on my gram.
Oh.
For those of you who are questioning my skills.
Not me. I truly would never. I got
They
tangled.
saw a video and was like, "Damn, girl, you know how to you really got some footwork." And I was like, we gotta do this. Like, if this is gonna be a show for our culture, if this is gonna be, you know, us highlighting real moments of a black family in the inner city, like we gotta do double dutch. This was first season, so I was like, oh, okay, so I guess they didn't hear me. And second season, when I saw it in the script, it warmed my little heart because that was one of my favorite things to do as a kid. Yeah, every day I jumped.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are there other things that you guys have noticed kind of from your real life appearing in the scripts?
I mean, I like to think that I'm an artist. And I don't even know that I told them, but you know, I actually was doing some work with who Grace was in the character, and you know, we came to the idea that she is probably a comic book artist and paints and things like that. So when I saw the apartment this year, I was really impressed that my ideas of who Grace was aligned with, you know, the whole creative team as well.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
That's wonderful. I like that a lot. Wow, I just got so lost in that because I was thinking about how I was thinking about you as an artist and how that character has started to really evolve.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear a little bit more about the evolution of Grace and what you kind of hope for.
To meet the family, to stop running away.
Yeah. And now, since we're talking about art, can I ask you guys about the fan fiction and about the art? There's
so beautiful.
much.
I love it.
It's so beautiful, and it's always exciting to see the fans' depiction of who we are. Whether it be the pictures that they choose or the hairstyles from the show that, you know, they maybe have connected with, or the storyline. So to see that art come together is really, really beautiful. It is.
I would also give a shout out to some girls who weren't able to be here today.
Please.
There's Elodie, who creates a lot of, she's a French girl living in Taiwan, and she creates like, a lot of the Thunder Grace art.
Oh, wow.
And Jen, who makes the best videos. I think she makes fan videos for most of the ships, but
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
you guys know them?
Yeah.
Of course you do. And all of the beautiful artwork that we've seen here today, I'm like people are coming up like, can you sign this? Everybody's walking. I'm like, can I take a picture of it? Because it looks just so damn good. And I'm always thrilled to see it.
Do you have a favorite that you've seen so far here?
Yeah, it's the one. I wish I had my phone. It's the one of us together, like our backs are.
The one, the T-shirt?
No, it was like it was artwork. Well, it
Wide
was printed
one?
out. It was like a wide. That
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, I am having a hard time picking a favorite, but like any pictures you guys have, tag him and we'll repost.
Nice.
Quick question: are you the person that was holding that up? Are you the artist? That's okay. I was just gonna give a shout out. If anybody knows the name of the artist, please let me know. What? Allie Baldwin is who makes that.
Okay,
piece.
Allie, that's fly, Allie.
I ask because I think it's important to make sure that we're acknowledging.
And we highlight who's responsible for it, for sure.
Okay. In queer women relationships, I have found that there are two types of people. There is the order of the French fries, and there is the stealer of the French fries.
Guess. Have a guess.
I want to know who is who and why.
I'm the stealer of the French fries. I'm guilty.
I am the Hufflepuff in the relationship. It's true, right?
No,
I'm a Ravenclaw in real life, but Grace is a Hufflepuff.
What makes Grace a Hufflepuff? I gotta hear.
Giver.
She's a giver. She's a giver.
Yeah.
She also runs away a lot, but she's a giver.
Yeah. Too much for you, huh?
No, it's a little bit, but I kind of love it. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so this is like.
What are you?
Me?
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay, fine. If you have to know, I'm a Gryffindor. I mean, in my heart, I am. I'm not brave, and I trip over everything. But in my heart,
Can we just do that 1 second? Who's in which house?
Okay, yes. So let me have all my. I'm gonna start off with Ravenclaws. Ravenclaws, put your hands up. Okay. How about Gryffindors? Slytherins. And last but not least, Hufflepuffs.
It's pretty equal.
Yeah.
But I felt like there was a ton of Hufflepuffs here.
No, but they're louder.
I did not expect this enthusiastic Hufflepuff Thunder Grace turnout.
Thunder Grace.
Thunder Grace. Well, I guess we're learning something. What do you think Thunder is? Did we talk about Thunder's house?
Oh, guys, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. Don't kill me.
No.
I'm sorry. No. You choose for me. Who am I? Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. All right. I'm glad we finally covered these. We're starting to cover the hard hitting topics of the show. It was very important. You know, it's important things to talk about. I'm also curious about Grace's jobs. Every time I see Grace, she got a new job.
Wait, it's not my fault.
That's because she's always running.
Oh.
I work and I run.
And you stay on
what I
LinkedIn. You stay on LinkedIn.
And I bring thunder fries.
French fries. That's true.
But I think actually it speaks to something very cool, which it speaks to the different classes of people that are there in Friedland.
I love the idea that, well, I think they drew from the comic books, Grace Choi being working in a bar as a security guard. So I think it stems from there. But the truth of Grace is that she comes from a broken family, from a difficult background. Yeah. And so with that as a foundation, you're a hustler. You have to work extra hard to afford that beautiful apartment.
Right. It's a fly-ass apartment.
But it's true to the character. And I love that because it's not typically Asian American.
Yes.
It's not how Asians are usually represented.
Well, let's talk more about that. You are one of only, I believe, 5 Asian superheroes.
Yeah, I just met Lyrica. Today. We're gonna hang out. This is my first time meeting her. She's so sweet.
And Nafessa, you are the first queer, black, black lesbian superhero. Thank you. How does it feel to represent those communities?
That still has a good ring to it. No matter how many times I hear that, it's dynamic, it's broken barriers, it's historic, and most important for me, it's about representation, and that's the most important factor when I think about this show, when I think about this character, is that we all want to be seen, heard, and have someone that we feel like we can relate to. So it's been a beautiful journey. It's very humbling for me that I was chosen to give voiceover to this character, knowing that this will be the first of many to follow. Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, I think getting messages from, you girls on Instagram or Twitter and hearing your stories has really, really been life-changing, and it touches me beyond even just doing the job, but being able to connect with people one-on-one and being able to connect to other people's experience and difficulties has been, hearing your stories has been a blessing as well, and being able to be there for you.
That's wonderful. That's great.
It's very rewarding when you hear the feedback and when you come to Comic-Cons such as this and you're hearing firsthand from your fans. It's pretty overwhelming. I cry a lot when I know that, a character that I'm playing is touching people and changing people's lives. Last year, a woman told me that she felt normal being a lesbian after seeing Thunder. And to me, it's like, whoa, wow. My job is done if I can just inspire one person to feel more like themselves and be proud and bold about it. So it's very touching.
And I hug a lot.
I've also noticed that the show pulls a lot from real news headlines, ideas of police brutality, experimenting on lower class communities, things like the Tuskegee experiment. Are there other news stories that you hope the show sort of touches on?
Wow. I think we do or the producers and the writers, they do a really good job of following the latest. So I think as long as we continue to be on trend as to what's going on in our country and follow what's happening around us, whatever those recent stories are. So I'm really excited and curious to see what the writers are going to bring together. But we really just pull from the news. So whatever is happening around us, we try to stay on point, on trend, and very, very relevant. And current.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it covers so many relevant topics that I'm having a hard time being like, oh, no, this. Oh, no, they've done it. You know, maybe in terms of Grace's backstory with the what? Why are you guys? No, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering right now. With being an orphan or like.
Yeah, her childhood.
You know,
Yeah.
that
Background kind
area.
of as someone who had to run away and kind of grow up very fast. Too.
Season 2 was a lot about being aware of mental health. And if you notice with Jennifer, she has a therapist who she is in contact with pretty recent. And I think mental health is something that we need to speak more about. And I'm really proud that my show is doing that. Yeah. I think therapy is very necessary. I'm actually in therapy. I think we all should be.
Yep.
I'm a proud advocate of therapy, and I love that the show has touched on that. So the second season dealt a lot with mental health, and that's very, very important. And we just got to continue to keep speaking on it and know that it's okay to get help, and it's okay to just have someone else to talk to, about your problems, your issues, your blessings, whatever. I just think it's very, very important.
That's actually that's great. I just want to shout out blackgirltherapy.com. If you're
Amen.
looking for a black female
Yeah,
therapist.
yeah.
Also Psychology Today. You can check different boxes if you're looking for a specific type of therapist. Please.
If you ask me, we all need therapy. Yes. And I don't think there's no shame behind that. And I'm very proud to say that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
Therapy
awesome.
Therapy is one of the most useful tools to just self-awareness.
Truly.
It is. It's so important. And that is one form of self-care that I like to take.
Yes.
Are there other forms of self-care that you all like to take, especially dealing with storylines that are like a little bit darker?
I think for me, I try to have I have a daily regimen of, first I like to get up and I like to meditate and I like to pray, and working out is a huge part of self-care and self-love for me. I keep a gratitude journal because a lot of times it's easy to focus on the things that we don't have or the things that are going wrong, but I choose the perspective of all the blessings that I already have, and when you write those down, and you see the list and walking in that state of gratitude, I believe that's how you attract even more blessings. So that's how I try to love on myself.
That's incredibly beautiful.
Massages too, with all the fighting.
Chantal, what about you?
You know, drugs. I'm kidding. No. Well, I outreach a lot with girlfriends. You know, we've got Andrea here in the house. Woo! She's sinking in the chair. You know, we have a group of girlfriends that we keep in touch with once a week, check in, do FaceTime videos, massages. I've got a great place in LA that's $45 an hour.
Ooh.
Oh.
And breathing. I think just sitting down and sitting with my feelings, however uncomfortable they may be, and wiggling it out, whatever I can do to get back in my body and out of my head.
Yeah.
That's great. Are there other projects that you guys are working on right now? Like I saw that you had...
She just finished a really cool play.
Yes, at the Geffen, right?
Yeah, no, at Mark Taper.
Oh, I'm sorry,
For
at
the
the Mark
CTG
Taper.
production of a Tracy Letts play called Linda Vista. And we're going to go to Broadway. It's a great play, so I'll let you guys know more about it when it happens. But
Congratulations, that's wonderful. Do you know about when that run will be?
TBA.
TBA.
Cool. And do you have any comp tickets that you just want to like throw out there?
TBA.
Okay. I'll wait for the
She runs away from things, as you can see.
I can see. What about you, Nafessa? Do you have any projects?
I do. I have a really cool film coming out in September with Sony Screen Gems. It's called Black and Blue. It's a it's a thriller, and it's based on a rookie cop who witnesses a murder through her body cam.
Yes.
And throughout who's played by Naomi Harris, which is why I signed up to do it. She's just really, really incredible, an awesome actor. So she plays a rookie, and she witnesses this murder, and she's fighting to get this tape out there so that she could take down her fellow officers. And I play a childhood best friend of hers, so it's really, really cool. It's due out in September. I shot it right after season 2 in New Orleans. Had the time of my life, and I'm really, really excited and proud of that. Yeah.
We should go out. We should all go out.
Yes, we
on
should all
opening
go out
weekend.
and see it. And it also
Sell out the house.
touches on police brutality and
Right.
you know the things that are going on within law enforcement, which I'm always so eager to lend my voice over to and make a lot of noise about.
Yes, absolutely.
So Thunder slid her way up in there a little bit.
And that, if I remember from the Deadline article I read about it, that actually takes place not only through her body cam, but you actually see a lot of that footage.
You see
correct?
the footage through her body cam. Yeah,
Right.
Really cool story. Directed by Teller, who's become like a big brother. Really, really proud of that. Yeah.
That's also so cool because it reminds me a little bit of the film Tangerine,
Uh-huh.
which was an important film for showing people, I think, that you have the tools right at your disposal right now
Yeah.
to make a film. Are there ways that you guys are excited about new media opening up for other filmmakers?
Wow, I'm just always fascinated by how technology continues to grow, and now we can shoot movies on our phones, and like you said, it's all at the tip of our hands right now, whether it be our phones, whether it be I mean, the fact that you can shoot a movie on your phone at this point is incredible. So yeah, I think I'm just excited to see where technology is going to continue to grow to.
Great.
Yeah, and I think because now filmmaking has become more accessible to everyone, it diversifies storytelling.
Yeah.
Like basically anyone can. pick
Anybody
up
can make a
camera,
film.
an iPhone, and
Yes.
tell their stories.
Yes, and I ask about that because I'm sure out here there are tons of people that are creators. We have the Creator Lab here at ClexaCon. I know some people participate in that. Anybody? Okay. But I'm curious, are there any filmmakers that are inspiring you guys right now?
Oh yes, Ryan Coogler is always at the top of the list when I think about inspiration, and especially along the line of the superhero genre. What he did with Black Panther was monumental and historic. Lena Waithe also inspires me. Ava DuVernay, Issa Rae, me. Because that's what's next. That's what's next for me, you know, to executively get behind it all and start producing my own projects. Super inspired by all of those people that I just mentioned, and I think there's so many stories that I want to tell, in my own personal way. So I'm really, really excited for that.
I noticed on your Instagram, actually, a video of you that was inspired by the Black Women Dancing
Yes.
challenge.
Yeah.
Was that something that you produced?
That was hot.
It was cool as heck.
That was it was so fun, y'all. I was like, y'all want me to dance? I was like, word? Y'all not ready. So that was.
We weren't.
Yeah, a friend of mine, we put that together, and we just wanted a really fun vibe. I picked the song. I just wanted it to be super upbeat. I'm like, who doesn't like Milkshake? Like, who doesn't feel good when they hear that song? And I have a really cool friend who taped it. Her name is Rocky, and she's from Philly, like myself. So it was really cool to team up with her. And I was like, dog, you gave me a double? I was like, what is this? This is insane. So we took it to another level. And that was really, really, really fun to do. And I was honored to be a part of that challenge that Ruth Carter has started.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really cool to
Thank
watch.
you.
And I loved having a chance to experience.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any filmmakers that inspire you, Chantal?
So I got book options I got the options for a book that I really liked because I'm inspired by, I'm from Montreal, and there's a lot of Quebec filmmakers who, you know, have really inspired me through the years. So I'm like aiming to make an Asian American French film in Montreal. What? Oui. So, it's coming, but I want to incorporate, you know, different things that I find important, like that representation, the language representation, LGBT representation, and just not because, you know, just to fit it all in, but actually this is a story it's telling. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
So not specific, but
no, it's very exciting. I'm super excited to watch that. Okay. We are going to open it up now to fan questions. So if you have a question, there's going to be a microphone. It's right here. Just go ahead and line on up, and we're going to take some fan questions for Thunder Grace.
This is when it gets really fun.
Okay, great. We have our first question.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for joining us at ClexaCon this year, both of you.
Thanks for being here.
And I met you last year at the cocktail party, and so nice to see you here again.
Nice to see you too.
Something that I really appreciate about Black Lightning is that Anissa's family is religious, but very accepting of Anissa's sexuality. Mm-hmm. And I was wondering if one or both of you had a message to those of us out there who maybe don't have such accepting families.
Tell them to get down and get over it. I mean that. But also, what I tell them to watch the show, because when I was reading the script and I was looking at the idea of her in the relationship and how they didn't make like a big coming out episode of her being a lesbian. It was just, this is Anissa's girlfriend. This is what it is, and she just boldly accepts who she is. Her family accepts her, and I just always love the idea that her family was so supportive. And I know that on purpose, that was so that families at home watching would get inspiration and be just as supportive as Anissa's parents. So maybe try and sit down and watch the show with them and see how accepting Anissa's family is. Because I think it's a great showcase of that.
yeah, and I think we were just having this discussion at breakfast, but it's hard. It's hard to have your family, who's supposed to be, the most important presence in your life, not accept you for who you are. And like we were talking about how it creates separation between parents and daughter or siblings, but I think coming back to the importance of having a community. So maybe they may not be able to accept just yet like who you are, but then finding a surrogate family is so important, because to not feel alone, I think do everything that you can do to surround yourself with like loving presence, because you are loved. Yeah.
Well,
You're welcome. I hope that works and helps.
yeah, thanks to both of you for representing us. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
That's great.
I pray that changes, or for whoever may be going through an issue with their family not accepting them. Like Chantal said, know that you are loved and that you are enough, and to continue to walk in your truth.
I will also just break in to say that while I do not play neither Thunder nor Grace, I am a queer person who comes from a very religious family, and they just this year made a big breakthrough in that they came to my wedding, and they said that they never
That's so
would.
beautiful.
Thanks.
That's so beautiful.
So change is possible, but I had already become okay with it even if they weren't coming. So always have that self-love.
And peace. Like having peace with yourself is the most important thing. Being happy with yourself for being yourself, I think, is the most gratifying. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a while to get there, but here we go.
So Anissa is extremely confident. I don't think I've seen like a gay woman nearly as confident. Confident to the point of being a little cocky. And
Guilty.
Yeah, if I could have like just an ounce of that confidence, I'd probably be set for life. But my question is for both of you, actually. Is there any sort of like mindset or like some sort of like, I don't know, ritual or something like that in getting into the mindset of your characters that you do or anything? Like, I don't know, is your characters like a stretch from your own personality or not?
All right, I already said I was guilty. This is going to be hard. There's not a huge difference between Anissa and I.
We stand.
the woman that you see standing up and fighting for people on the show, I've been that since I was a baby. I just had to tell somebody off for one of my best friends the other day because she's not as assertive and she, kind of let things slide. And I'm like, hell no, we need to let her know. And we're not talking to her afterwards either. So I've always had I've always had that stand up, fight for yourself activist inside of me. And that fearlessness that she has, I've always had that. And just really being bold. She might be a little bit more bold and more confident than who I am, but I borrow that from her, and she inspires me the more that I play this character. And that's what's really, really beautiful, that when you can be inspired by a character that you're playing, especially giving so much of your time over to this character, it's rewarding when you can get something in return. Yeah.
Sean? I'd love to hear about how different you are from Grace. Also.
Well, I'm a Ravenclaw and she's a Hufflepuff. No, but I think the way I get into character oftentimes is like just asking basic human questions, like what do I want to make the other person feel, or what's the relationship and what's happening in the moment, and or the other question is, who am I fighting for? Like, who am I fighting for in this scene? And then I personalize it. So it's always related to, like, creating a connection, like a human connection. And I mean, am I like Grace? I mean, yeah, there's definitely some aspects that is very, like I think I can draw. I don't know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I think everyone wants to know what would be the perfect date for Thunder Grace.
Boba. A boba date.
And bacon.
It's an inside joke between everyone who had boba today.
I think we've had one of our perfect dates. I think that first date at the club, dancing, having fun, kind of letting her hair down, that was one of them. If she stops running away, I could take her out some more. The perfect date would be for her not to run away. Clearly, we haven't gotten over things.
Blame me, though.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions? Here we go.
Hi, my name is Charlene.
Hi.
Hi, Charlene.
Hi. My question is, being raised in different cultures, will that be seen in your future relationship, or how will it affect your relationship in the future?
Being raised in different cultures.
Yeah, because you're like black and then she's Asian. So.
Okay.
I didn't mean anything bad.
So being raised in different cultures, how is that going to affect the relationship?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Being raised in different cultures. Well, I think that's always exciting when two people can bring two totally different aspects to a relationship. It leaves space to really get to know each other on another level and understand each other on another level. I think one of the hardest things to do in a relationship is to understand each other and have that open communication, and that desire to want to understand each other is very important. So yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You're funny.
Really funny.
That was funny. Well, I think so far we have so many, it's not just a race difference, but it's also socioeconomic class difference.
Difference, yeah.
Family,
yeah.
So I think all of these different elements are very interesting when it's in conflict. Or and that's when you learn the most about someone else, and that's how you change, and it's how you grow, and you open yourself up, and you open your mind.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have time for 2 more questions. I know. I'm sorry.
Really?
Hopefully you're not mad that mine's one of the 2. No, so with Grace being a shapeshifter in season 2, we're finding more about it, and one of her manifestations is a man. And with Anissa being a lesbian, how do you think that's going to work and affect their relationship going forward?
With her being a shapeshifter.
And so one of her manifestations being a man,
Yeah.
and with Anissa being a lesbian.
Well, I'm going to shapeshift back to Grace.
Please. Because that man kicked my ass.
And he's also like 50.
Yeah, what made you shapeshift to him?
Well,
So yeah, I definitely want her to shift back.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I want to first thank you, Nafessa, for saying happy birthday to me on the ClexaCon.
Oh, you're
Instagram.
welcome. Oh, yeah, that was you.
Happy birthday!
So we're at ClexaCon, as we all know. I wanted to ask you, since you guys are CW, lesbians, of course, how do you feel about the lesbian world of the CW? Like, what do you guys think about it? The what's the word I'm looking for? The word, yeah. How do you feel about representation of the lesbians in CW?
I think it's about time.
I think it's about time. I think it's beautiful to see how diverse it's become, and I'm really, really honored to be a part of telling these stories.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Now I have something really special planned for us. This is my beautiful wife, by the way, Patricia. Thank you.
No, I'll find it.
I thought it would be fun to kind of get to know the Thunder Grace relationship in a little bit more detail. So I thought that we could maybe play a little bit of a Black Lightning round.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you guys some questions.
Okay.
And I would like for you to answer them as your character. I'm going to ask, like, for example, who's the better dancer, or, who, gets dressed first in the morning. And I want you to hold up the picture of the person you think would do that. And I want you to answer as your character.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, great.
Okay. I'm ready. You ready?
Okay, great.
Running again, guys. Look.
She's running. So, first question.
This is the most stressful part for me.
Who do you think makes a better breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is in real life, too.
Yeah. Do the fans agree? Okay, good. Okay. Now, who is better behind the wheel driving?
Oh. For sure. In real life, too. But yeah, that's me.
Wait, why do you say in real life too?
I'm just a really.
I didn't agree on real life.
I'm a really skilled, fearless driver. My friend can attest to that. But I'm safe. No one ever gets hurt.
Your friend is giving a look. Her eyes are real big, and she's kind of going. She didn't die, she says. Her friend just said, I didn't die.
In my past life, I think I was a race car driver for sure.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was always.
Constitute safe though.
But no one's ever been hurt. Accidents are very low. Yet. I think that speaks for itself.
It does. I think we're going to leave it at that. Okay.
My insurance rate is really low. That speaks.
I think you passed me on the 5 a couple times.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, that was you. Okay.
You live in LA?
I do.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
You didn't die yet.
Not yet.
She's
No,
still
I
here?
didn't die. Okay. I wasn't planning on it either, but. Who is the pickier eater? Oh.
I'm a foodie. I like my food how I like it.
Okay.
If they don't bring a certain sauce, throw it away. I can't do it.
Any particular kind of food?
I really love Asian, and I could eat Asian every day. up here honestly answering questions, and that was a total setup.
Nah, because you could have been like sandwiches.
But
You could have said like,
y'all ready?
Sushi.
I literally just had Asian for lunch. I did like an hour ago.
You want to continue? You got more to...
And I love seafood.
Okay.
I love seafood too.
We don't know how to woo for that.
No, it's okay. I'm a pescatarian though. I've been for almost 8 years. That's all I eat. And Asian.
That's...
I set myself up. Damn.
You did. Congratulations.
Y'all gotta pay me for that laugh.
We will Venmo you. Do you?
Thank you.
Yes, we will Venmo you. Okay.
Thank you.
Who is more likely to make the bedroom floor their personal laundry basket?
That's real life too. This is all real life.
Really?
And TV.
Really? I absolutely would have guessed Grace.
Nah. I need a housekeeper.
You did well because she left that house all messy when she left.
True.
I ran away. But otherwise, did you see how clean it was?
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Like the comic books are all on the shelves.
True. She's pretty neat.
Okay. Who wants kids first?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Let's hear from both of you.
I run away this season. I'm not ready.
But you ran away because of other issues. I think if you knew that Anissa would understand you and accept you and would be fearless enough to try that out, I think she would want kids before Anissa.
My answer.
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I appreciate that. I like that.
I think Anissa's having too much fun in the streets. I think she is ready for a relationship. No, okay, that didn't sound right. Fighting crime.
Eating only fish and Asian. Fighting crime in the street.
Fighting crime in the streets. So I don't know if she's like really ready for kids just yet, although she is ready for a serious relationship.
Okay, I think we're gonna end it on that.
Did I clear that up?
You cleared it up. You cleared it up. I think we're gonna end it on that. One more hand for Thunder Grace.